Yeah. Welcome to the place where the truth comes first. Breaking down the headlines, separating facts from the worst. No fear, no bias, no agenda to hide. Just real conversations from the other side. Hollywood lights, street stories, what's really going on? We ask the tough questions long after the...
Hey, what's up, Hollywood besties? This is Alan Thompson with more Based Off. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. Polo was one of the latest videos on Atlanta Street Interviews, and in this video, Marcus congratulates Polo for officially having his own YouTube channel now. So Marcus is hanging out with Polo and Ant's barbershop. And so, of course, Marcus decides it's time to give Polo a little advice on YouTube. And I did find this interesting because Polo is uploading shorts, but we, of course, are not seeing any like videos, long form videos on this page, which, people who don't do YouTube may not understand, but you really don't make money off of shorts. It's very hard to make money off of shorts. You really have to post long form videos, like this video you're watching, to actually see any real profit from doing YouTube. So my question is, does Polo actually understand the difference? Because he's been uploading a ton of shorts like every day. And then even more importantly, will he listen to Marcus? Because Polo was clearly enjoying himself and appeared to be have been drinking, of course. He seemed a little inebriated. So I'm not completely convinced that the YouTube advice was sinking in at that moment. It's like I think Marcus kind of needs to have this conversation with him when he's sober. But then there were two other things that caught my attention as well. Marcus addressed that a recent situation where Polo went off on him and basically characterized it as brothers having a disagreement. And then a supporter actually came in to visit while she's in Atlanta dropping her daughter off at Spelman. I found that very interesting. So yes, despite everything surrounding Marcus right now, there are still clearly people supporting him. So let's talk about it. Okay, so first of all, let's start with Polo and the YouTube channel. I actually think his YouTube channel could work. Polo has become definitely a big personality on Marcus's page. Somebody that a lot of people like, of course, a lot of people may not like him, but there's I think more people like him than dislike him. People know who he is. People have opinions about him. And whether you love Polo, you can't stand Polo, or just find him entertaining, there is an audience for him. But having an audience interested in you doesn't automatically mean you know how to run a YouTube channel. So again, right now, Polo seems to be focused on the shorts. And shorts can bring you views and subscribers, but eventually, Polo has to answer one question, and that's, why should somebody come to your channel? Because after a while, it's going to be like all these shorts, and we're going to be like, okay. And then right now, since they're all kind of random and all over the place, and it's going to be like, okay, you're not going to be interested in coming back with all of these just random shorts. So it's like, okay, are you telling stories? Are you vlogging? Are you reacting? Are you talking about experiences? Are you giving your perspective on some things that we've watched happen around Atlanta Street Interviews? Because those different things could be interesting. And so Marcus was trying to get him to understand that in this video, because Marcus always goes to this thing about the food reviews. I think that's a horrible idea, actually, for most of these people, because most of these people are not going to enough different restaurants and a variety of restaurants to do food reviews. I mean, like the type of places they're going, I mean, it's food reviews. Like, I don't know why Marcus always goes to that. So I actually think that's horrible advice. I mean, think about how many food review channels there are. And again, most of the food review channels, they're going to actual, like, interesting restaurants, a lot of times expensive restaurants. Again, restaurants that most of these people from his channel are not going to be able to go to or experience, at least not right now. So I think the whole food review idea is, I mean, why? I don't really understand what the draw would be with that. So anyways, but whatever anybody personally thinks about Marcus, He is sitting on a YouTube channel who has thousands of subscribers. I mean, like what, around 200,000 subscribers. So he does understand something about getting people to click and watch. So if Polo is serious about this, he probably should listen to Marcus. I mean, I will say that. But is Polo serious? I mean, that's the thing. Because, Marcus is trying to explain to him the YouTube strategy. Um, and Polo is just sitting there and he's drunk and he's drinking. So it's like, is Polo retaining any of this? I think Polo is just thinking about, having a good time in this moment. So again, I just don't think it was the proper time for Marcus to probably have that conversation um, with him. So here's where I think things get more interesting. Until now, most people know Polo through Marcus's platform. Marcus has the camera, Marcus uploads the video, Marcus controls the title, Marcus controls how the story is presented. But if Polo actually develops his own audience, now Polo has something that's his. And that becomes especially interesting after what happened between these two recently, because Polo did go off on Marcus. And Marcus addressed that in this video. So basically, what Marcus said about it was that they're like brothers. Brothers argue, they have their disagreements, but they're good, And that's just what brothers do. Okay. Maybe that's exactly how they see their relationship. I'm not going to tell two grown men what their friendship is, but I will say this. What Polo said sounded deeper than a little brotherly disagreement to me. It seemed to be some genuine frustration behind those words. It seemed like that ran deep. And sometimes when somebody finally explodes, you're hearing things that they've been holding on to. Now, that doesn't mean they can't make up. I mean, clearly they can. I mean, clearly they're good now. But there is a difference between, okay, we're cool again, and we've actually resolved what caused the argument. So that's the part right there. Yeah, they're cool again, but did they really resolve what caused the argument? Of course not. Because if those feelings are still underneath the surface, what happens the next time Polo gets mad? Because even in this video, he started to say certain things, and Marcus kept cutting him off. So, and now think about it, especially now that Polo has his own YouTube channel. Because the next time Polo might not need Marcus's camera, he can turn on his own camera. Then again, we had this other moment that I think is worth mentioning. A woman who supports the channel came to visit while she was in Atlanta after dropping her daughter off at Spelman College. And that tells us something. Despite the allegations surrounding Marcus, he still has supporters, and especially women supporters, because typically with allegations like this is when you'll lose a lot of the women supporters. So we spend a lot of time talking about these allegations because they are serious, but clearly not everybody who watches Atlanta Street Interviews has walked away. Some people may be, I guess, waiting to see what happens. Some may separate from Marcus. Some may separate Marcus from the content. And some clearly just still support him. I mean, this woman was comfortable enough to actually come to see him while she was in Atlanta. So whatever effect the allegations are having on Marcus's reputation, they clearly haven't erased his support base, at least not at this point. And we still don't know where the situation ultimately goes. I mean, there's still questions surrounding the allegations. And until there's something concrete to report, I'm not going to pretend, we know what's happening behind the scenes. But the audience reaction itself is worth watching. So can Polo, let's go back to Polo. Can he actually do this? This brings me back to him. I think Polo having his own channel could potentially be one of the most interesting developments to come out of this whole situation. But now he has to prove he can actually carry content himself. It's one thing to be entertaining for 5 minutes in somebody else's video. It's another thing when people click on your channel and expect you to keep them watching. So can Polo carry a 10-minute video? Can he tell a story? Can he upload consistently? And does he even want to? Because there's also the possibility somebody simply told Polo you need your own YouTube channel. And Polo said, okay. That doesn't necessarily mean there's a plan. So Marcus giving him some direction could actually help him, but Polo has to listen. So here's my conclusion in everything. Polo has his own YouTube channel. So far, I like it. From what I see, I do like it. I like the concept of it. He's doing good, at least uploading the shorts for now. But Polo has to start giving us something more than the shorts. Got to give us an actual video. Let us hear you talk. You got to start going live. Have some type of plan when you go live. Don't just go live and just be sitting there, letting us see your day. Like, have a plan when you go live or what you're going to do on the live. Let us see you carry your own platform without Marcus directing everything. As far as Marcus saying their argument was basically brothers being brothers, maybe. But I'm still not completely dismissing what Polo said, because those words sounded like they came from somewhere. And seeing a supporter coming to see Marcus also shows that despite the allegations and everything surrounding Atlanta Street interviews right now, Marcus clearly still has people standing behind him. So there are a few different stories developing here, but I want to know what y'all think. You know how we do it. We discuss these things in the comments. We respect everybody's views and opinions. Just keep it respectful. Do you think Polo can actually become a successful YouTuber? And also, do you believe that the argument with Marcus was just brothers having a disagreement? Or did Polo reveal some feelings that have been sitting there for a while? So get down in those comments. Let me know what you think. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, share the video. And yeah, let's discuss it in the comments. This is Alan Thompson with More Based Off. I'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching More Based Off. If you enjoyed today's video, please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with someone who would enjoy it too. Your support helps to grow the channel. If you'd like to support the channel even further, my Cash App is on the screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.